嗨，大家好，我是冯璐。Hello everyone, my name is Lu. I'm a Mandarin teacher. Today, I want to introduce a Chinese trackpad handwriting based on Mac system. Click System Preferences. Then click Language and Region. On the bottom, click Keyboard Preferences. Under Input Resources, you need to find in left line Chinese Simplified. Under the Chinese Simplified, there are 4 installed software here: Pinyin, Stroke, Trackpad Handwriting, 五笔型. We need to add everyone into the system. Here, I want to introduce these 5 Chinese characters input. For the first one, Pinyin Simplified. I list here. The advantage that is you don't need to remember the shape of character clearly. You should have the ability to distinguish it from other similar characters. But the disadvantages that is when you enter the characters, you just can enter once a time. It is slow and should remember the pinyin accurately. And the Sogo pinyin input, that is the 5th. I downloaded it from the internet, and this is so far this is the most convenient pinyin input method. But the disadvantages for Sogo pin input, that is you need to remember all characters, pinyin, and tones. Because in Chinese, different tones of a same pronunciation, the meaning will be totally different. The advantages is input so fast and can enter more than 1 character's pinyin at one time. And the second one is Stroke. Stroke Simplified. We can see here there are some stroke on the keyboard. You just need to use these buttons to produce the characters. The advantages is as long as you remember how to write down the character, you can produce it by this method. But the disadvantage is you must remember every character stroke very clearly. And the 4th, that is 五笔型. 五笔型 is the hardest Chinese stroke input. Most of Chinese people cannot use this kind of input because we need to learn a series of 五笔 input method. You need to spend 2 months to practice, and you should remember every stroke of characters, or you can't produce any characters. So at this time, I want to introduce trackpad handwriting. It is so simple, and you don't need to remember any pinyin and the whole shape of characters. Just need to remember some parts of the characters. Smart system will help you to find the character. You just need to verify. And it has a function associating inputting. It makes input faster. So okay, close it. Let's begin. When you open a text box, and you need to click here to find the input way. Yeah, you can see show trackpad handwriting, or you can use the shortcut Control Shift Space. Now, trackpad showed on the screen. You can write down whatever you want. 我 that is I. So when I click the wall and there is a social 18 inputting on the right side, the first one, 我们, that means us, and the second one, 我的, means mine. So choose the first one. Okay. We can go on. And when you write down some characters but you don't want it, you want to delete it, you can use the left side, the first button, to delete it. And sometimes when we write down characters, we need some space. We can use we can use the left second button, space. And when you want to change lines, you can use the third button, change line. It's a little hard to control. And when you just want to stop for a while, you can use the left fourth button. And at this time, the mouse will appear. And here we can see click to resume handwriting. You can click to go on writing. And if you want to close it and you don't want to use it anymore, you can use the same shortcut to close it, Ctrl-Shift-Space. Okay, have you learned it? Let's practice. Thank you.